welcome back. I'm Will, over here at 411 Now. I hope you're having a great day today. And thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. So today, we're going to be looking at angels of death, angels of mercy killers, and all around encompassing in that nurses and care providers who kill. Well, how common is it here in the United States that we have somebody who is in the medical field who kills patients? Well, in the last 50 years, we have had 24 people who qualify as angel of death. They randomly killed people in either hospitals, nursing homes, clinics, or something along the line where they were the care provider for. Okay, let's just say that. We've had 24 of those here in the United States who have preyed on people from all walks of life, from infants all the way up to senior citizens, and people who just had surgeries, people who were in accidents. We've had 24 of them. Every single one of those 24 have killed at least 4 people. At least 4. When it comes to angel of mercy killers, it could be the same job classifications from the bottom all the way up to RNs and LPNs. Okay, it can be in that same, but mercy killers are people who are and they're predominantly women, by the way, in case you're wondering. They start off and they say, I'm taking pity upon them because they're just, I'm ending their suffering. But the mercy killer, there have been 13 of them, and they have all killed at least a minimum of 4 to get qualified as a mercy killer. Now, when it comes to the most prolific ones of them all, we can start off with Charles Cullen. Charles Cullen killed up to 400 patients. 400. He's still working on going through all the files and everything else from all the different places he worked over the years. And I think it was 17 years he worked in different hospitals and different places. All right. He still's going through them. He can't even remember why he killed them. He can't remember their names. He just said, it was like a whim. It's like, you know what, I'm not doing anything right now. Let's go kill a couple of patients. But just him alone, 400. Janina Jones, Elizabeth Leffer, Beverly Atlett, Niles Hogel, Kristen Gilbert, Kimberly Clark Suarez, Stephen Letter, Mary Ann Cotton, Michael Swango, Richard Angelo. Those 12 are the top of those 24 when it comes to killers of angels of death. They work in nursing homes, behavioral treatment centers, drug rehab centers, chemical dependency programs. They work in hospitals. They work in outpatient care places, trauma care homes, and in-home care, rehabilitation facilities that are not necessarily associated with an accident, but maybe they go there as like an in-between. So it's like they were in an accident, they went somewhere to rest up, and now they're in a in-between like care facility. And VA clinics. These jobs are all over the place. All right. Yeah, sad. They're out there. So, is there anybody overseeing nurses and care providers? Well, sort of. It all depends. In almost, well, I shouldn't say almost all, but I mean, a lot of states, they require background checks and, and other things to try to weed people out of the nursing and care provider job market if they have a criminal record, or if maybe they've, been suspended from dispensaries or, other things. 6 states, however, don't require any kind of background check at all. They don't even do a criminal background check. Nothing. These 6 states: Colorado, Wisconsin, New York, Vermont, Maine, and Hawaii. If we have to add a wild card in there, the 7th state would be the state of Florida. Now, why would Florida be a wild card? Because in the state of Florida, so few background checks were actually applied for and completed by new hires in the nursing and care provider fields in the state of Florida in 2015, 2016, and 2017. It only equaled so the American Nurses Association, they're all in favor, the ANA, in case you want to know what their initials are, but they are total in support of background checks and other behavioral background, information and tests, and to weed out people, RNs, registered nurses. They are not in favor of background checks and additional steps for LPNs, care providers, and people who work outside of the hospital or direct trauma centers. So in 2017, in just nursing homes across America, from California to Maine, and then going down, all of the states. This excludes Puerto Rico and the Guam and the islands. Okay, just the continental United States and Hawaii and Alaska. There were 2,600,000 reports of abuse of the elderly in a nursing home in America. 2,600,000 just in nursing homes. That is where someone lives in a nursing home, not abuse of the person coming to visit someone in the nursing home. I'm sure that happened a couple of times, maybe once or twice, right? In behavioral treatment centers in 2017, there were 461,235 complaints of abuse in behavioral health treatment centers across America. In drug rehabilitation centers and chemical dependency programs where it was inpatient only, there were 735,119 cases of abuse filed in 2017. So, going back to the mercy killers and the actual problem we have here, there are loopholes. So we're gonna picture a pyramid here, okay? At the top are hospitals. Then you have your post-operative care facilities, and also in that group you have your people who are maybe they're going through rehabilitation. They had head trauma and they have to learn how to walk again, and they are living there in this facility. Those are all in the second tier. Third tier down are places like nursing homes and long-term care and rehabilitation centers where people live. Those are the third tier. And then down below that you have in-home care and people who are completely unregulated by any governmental body. All right, they come in, they sit down, they chat with you for a couple minutes, they fill out a little log where they sign in. Got here at 7:45, left at 8:45. They say they're supposed to be there for an hour, but most of the time they don't. NBC Hidden Camera did a video thing on it. You probably find it here on YouTube or on their website, where they actually looked at people they completely lied. All right, in a lot of times they're not supposed to touch medication. They were stealing medication for these elderly people and these disabled, and I mean, it's just terrible. But there are loopholes from the top all the way down. Not just little tiny pinholes, but if this was like a dam, it would be gushing water out at us right now. There are so many loopholes within the system. When it comes to states where there actually is a background check, it is not unheard of for someone to apply to become a registered nurse and have a online degree or a degree from another state that doesn't do background checks, and they are applying in one state, and it can take up to, depending upon what state they're moving to and they're applying for the job in, it can take up to 3 months for all that paperwork to come gathered together before they actually fire that person. Now, in the case of Charles Cullen, that man was smart. He jumped around from hospital to hospital, and they just kept on sweeping all this stuff underneath the rug because they didn't want to know. People didn't want to know how many people he actually killed. How many people did he actually hurt? Could you imagine the lawsuits if the parents or families, of these people came around and started, asking questions? It's huge. Now, here's the part that should scare the living shit out of you. All right? We have baby boomers retiring like crazy right now, and the next generation coming up behind them. And we have a shortage of nurses. We have a shortage of actual care facilities. Right now in America, we are bursting at the seams because we do not have enough. And we know all these people are coming about. They're going to need care. They're going to need, some place to go, some place to take care of them. Where are you going to put them? Nobody knows. We can't build places fast enough, and those places that we do build and open up are so understaffed. It's unfreaking believable. And the government, the bodies that oversee in licensed places, oh my God, forget it. In a lot of circumstances, in New York, they busted a bunch of nursing homes, and in the nursing homes they had as little as 3 people on shift for 190 seniors in those places. 3. Someone at the desk to make it look like someone was doing something, a part-time person in the kitchen washing dishes and making jello, and another person walking around giving out medication. And a lot of times they had no idea what the medication they were handing out was for because they had no training for it at all. Yeah. Welcome to America, everyone. You have a good day. Stay safe out there.